Hi, Statesmen Nation. Here with Matt Cuthbert, sophomore wrestler out of Yucaipa, California. We had to talk off camera to make sure I got that name right. It's a toughie. So
You're good, don't worry.
All right. We're going to talk a little wrestling here, and then he's got his Statesman 16 picked off, so we'll get through that. That's the fun stuff. But, we got to talk wrestling. We're here. We got to make sure we know what's all going on in the mat there. So, I guess you got a year in, under your belt and everything. How do you feel like the sophomore year is going, and what are you still kind of working on to move to that next level?
Technically, I have 2 years because this is my third year, but my first year I was hurt because I had a red shirt, but then I got hurt like the first week of practice, tore my meniscus, so I had a surgery in February.
Yeah.
I mean, this year is a lot better than it was last year. Last year I was more stressed out because we had a lot of heavyweights.
Right.
And my first year here, I was getting beat up pretty bad because I wasn't used to college wrestling at all.
Exactly.
I still tried to do high school moves, and I was getting
it wasn't working.
No, it was not working. I just got thrown and everything.
Right.
But then the summer, I worked a lot more with my high school and got a lot stronger and just kept working out.
Right.
And this year, it's just now I just feel a lot stronger than everyone else because I've been doing stuff I pull down their head and they're falling to their face. I'm like, oh, okay, that works.
Yeah, there you go. All that time in the weight room's been working out or working
it's
for you, for sure.
Definitely helping a lot.
Yeah. Okay. As far as obviously you guys wrestled in some really tough meets early on, so you're getting unfortunately some of those bumps and bruises in especially to the your record and stuff, and I'm sure you'd like to have that better. But overall, how do you feel like the start of the year is going? Do you feel like you are ready to make that move? And if not, I'm sure you're ready. What's it going to take to continue? I mean, what are you working on?
Well,
technique-wise and stuff.
We started off with Grandview, and that one was kind of like a eye opener for me because last year I wrestled in it, but I was wrestling in the freshman division because I was technically considered a freshman.
Yeah.
So I did okay, and I placed fourth. And this year I kind of went into it a little cocky of an attitude. Okay, I already placed third once.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal, sure.
I don't know, but then I picked up two really good guys and ended up losing.
Yeah.
Close matches, all by 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
So I went 1-2, and then after that we had Luther, and I was one match away from placing there. I went 2-2, and then we had Waldorf. I won that duel, and after that we had Augsburg, and I got fifth there. I actually wrestled a kid I will be wrestling in the duel. Wrestled the Central kid, and went to triple overtime with him. So he was very good. And then we had our duel here at Truman, but the kid decided not to wrestle.
It was funny. I was like, you're ready. Yeah.
Oh, I was so mad. I went out there, I was walking out there, and I was like, why is he not walking out here? I kind of
Yeah, it was surprising because they said they were going to be wrestling and they were going to wrestle somebody, and then all of a sudden, meet's over. Okay.
Because I had a lot of friends there that wanted to watch me wrestle. A lot of them, I was kind of
yeah, and unfortunately we only have 2 home duels all year, so very few opportunities for.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, that sucks. But
oh well.
It's whatever.
But what are you working on? I guess technique-wise, things that you want to continue to improve upon.
Probably shooting, because I at heavyweight in high school I never shot. All I did, I usually would just pick people up. They're a lot stronger than people, so I just lift them up.
Yeah.
But in college, I noticed you gotta shoot. You got a whole 3 minutes. You can't stall out 3 minutes anymore.
Right.
This is in high school. You can stall at the first period and go and win by 1 point. In college, I've done that in college matches, but it's against kids that are the same as me. They don't want to shoot either. So I realized that when I do shoot, I actually can take people down. I'm like, oh wow, but I just get in my head too easily, and then I psych myself out, and I won't shoot. And then when I do finally shoot, I either take an awful shot or I take him down.
Yeah.
But
so
I have been working with Coach Broom a lot more, and he's been basically when we're practicing, he'll yell at me and be like, "You got to shoot, you got to shoot." He'll get right there and just be like, "You got to shoot now. If you're not shooting, you're gonna lose." And so
you're not shooting, I'm gonna shoot, and somebody's got to do it, right?
Yeah, because he pisses me off when I'm wrestling, and I'm just like, oh god. Because when he's yelling at you, you start freaking out. And you're like, screw it. So you just do it.
Right. But well, it's something. That the more you do it through practice, you're gonna feel more and more comfortable. Definitely. As far as the rest of the year goes, I'm sure you have some higher expectations than what you had last year. What's the goal here for your?
Well, I do plan on going to nationals and all-Americaning. I should have went to nationals with John last year, but I got extremely psyched out going into regionals because everyone came into my hotel room. They're like, dude, Matt, you have the smallest bracket here. I was like, I might have the smallest bracket, but every kid in there is good.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I got in my head, like, okay, and the kid I was wrestling, he beat my teammate by a point, and I was beating my teammate pretty easily in practice. So I was like, okay, I should be fine. Went in the match, and I'm losing my 2 points.
Yeah.
And I was pissed.
And then you got to totally go through the
and then I got knocked down in the consos, and I had to wrestle some kid I probably shouldn't have wrestled, because if I would have won my match, I would have wrestled someone else. Mm-hmm. Instead, I had to wrestle a different kid that was a lot better than me, and he actually shot, and he ended up shooting and beat me, and then I had to wrestle the same kid I lost to because the brackets were so small, I technically was still in the tournament even though I had 2 losses.
Right.
So I was wrestling that kid for 5th and 6th, but even if I would have won, I still wouldn't have went because the kid wrestled for 3rd and 4th. The kid that got 4th had a losing record.
Right.
And I had a above 500 record.
Yeah.
So my goal was just to get to 3rd and 4th.
Yeah.
If I would have lost, it wouldn't have didn't matter either way I was going, but I didn't wrestle to my full potential, and it showed my matches because in my 3rd match, when I ended up losing the kid again, even Coach Reed said, he's like, I just look really tired.
Yeah.
And I never get tired.
Yeah. Right.
Because I can go. I'm like one of the few heavyweights, I guess, that actually goes. I want to go to the 3rd period.
Yeah.
Because I like wrestling kids when they're tired. Because I'm like, all right, it's my turn.
Yeah. Step it up for sure. So obviously higher expectations, and definitely you're right there on the cusp of being able to accomplish what you want to. So I assume you're wrestling on Saturday. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the plug for you. Get out over to Indianola. It's at the Simpson Invite. Hopefully, see Matt and the boys do extremely well, closing out the pre-holiday slate. So, and then once you guys get rolling back in January, it's bang, 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 bang.
Oh, yeah. I looked at our schedule. We have so many tournaments. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's fortunate side for you is you don't have to cut the weight. Like, well, no, I don't know where you're sitting at, but
I'm usually 10 to 15 pounds under. Everyone on my team is like dying on the bus ride. I'm sitting there like eating food, and they're like,
yeah, not cool. Yeah, you're probably the least liked guy in the team, right? Even though you're probably the best guy. But well, anywho, but yeah, best of luck as the season goes on. We'll get right into the Statesmen 16 here. So, all right, Matt, coming out from California, long trip to the Midwest. Why did you end up choosing William Penn?
It came down to, like, during high school, I really didn't see myself going to college because it wasn't because, like, I wanted to go for sports. It was more like I just didn't really want to because I wanted to become a cop, and I kind of saw, like, oh, I could just go to a JC, get a associate's, and get done, and then go in the police academy. Mm-hmm. But towards the end of wrestling season, my high school coach kept coming up to me and telling me, like, hey, like, you're doing a lot better. Like, you probably get some college offers. Mm-hmm. And he told me, hey, if you just do better at these last couple of meets, you'll start getting some. Right. So he started sending footage out, and I remember when he said it to Coach Reed, I believe Coach Reed emailed him back and said, hey, why is this video only 3 minutes long? Right. And he goes like, oh, that's 15 of his matches. Because like I got a lot of my matches done because I was always that kid at tournaments. Like, I went in there, I was like, I attack. They fall to their butt, and I just boom, Penn.
Yeah, you score right after it. Sure.
So I wanted to get in and out. So like I chose William Penn because I wanted to wrestle. And Coach Reed had that mentality when I first talked to him. Like, he wants, like, because we came in with, like, a super young program. Yeah. My first year, like, they were all seniors, and after they left, I was like, oh, man.
You guys are really young,
Like, I was not ready for that. I was like, because in high school, we've always had, like, a couple seniors and juniors on the squad. So, like, coming up, you always had, like, people here. No, we went straight from seniors as freshmen to sophomore and no one here. And you're
and then you were taking over the program basically.
And you're sitting there
a lot
like
of pressure on you. Yep.
Yeah, because I'm always like, like I don't like telling people what to do.
Right.
I hate being told what to do. So.
Right. What's your favorite thing about the wrestling program here?
Favorite thing? Probably I'd say lifting because I really enjoy lifting. Even though everyone on our team hates it. Right. I'm like the one person that's like.
Get after
like after practice, I'm like, all right, we can go lift.
Well, especially when you can see the results have paid off here.
Yeah,
it's, you're getting.
That's my one thing. I really enjoy lifting. Okay. Got really into it after my sophomore year of high school because I wanted to be stronger than everyone else.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so it's a tough question, but throw it out here. Who is the one person in history you'd most like to meet?
That is a toughie. I was gonna go with man, that's toughy. I'm trying to think.
And it doesn't have to be a famous person. It could be just a family member you've never had a chance to meet, like a great-grandpa that everybody always talks about.
Okay. That'd probably be like my grandpa, because he passed away when I was a year and a half old. Right. And my dad always tells me, he's like, you're so much like him. Yeah. Because when we sit down, I have like this thing where I cross my leg, and then I'll bring my hand, I'll just like bring it up like all nice and close while I'm sitting down like watching TV. And then one night at my house, we were watching TV, and I did that, and I was in my underwear, and I pulled my leg up, sitting there watching TV, and I just did it, and my dad, like, looked at me, and he's like kind of like, what? Like, how do you know how to do that? Like, he's been dead like, there's no way you know that. And he brought it up to me, and I was like, apparently I act a lot like him.
Yeah, sure.
So I was like, that's definitely one person I'd like to meet.
Right. Very cool. Yeah, awesome. Describe Coach Reed in one word.
Awkward. He is. Like, the very first time I met him was awkward because I went to the wrestling room because someone let me in. Because I was like, hey, like, I want to go work out. Like, can I put my stuff somewhere? And they're like, yeah, we'll let you in. So I went to the wrestling room and put my stuff down. And I just got done working out, so I was taking a shower, and Coach Reed comes in, and I'm like, and a towel, and I'm just like, oh, hi. And he's like, oh, hi, like, introduced himself to me, and I was like, kind of like, yeah, towel. Like,
yeah, gonna cover up first.
Yeah, I was just like, it was like a really like awkward thing. I don't know. Coach Reed's just a kind of awkward dude, but he's just, like, he's super nice, but then, like, when you wrestle, like, he gets in the wrestling room, he just, like, flips a switch, and it's like, it freaks you out, because you could be talking to him, having a good time, and next you know, it's like, now we gotta, he when he gets mad, it's, he doesn't yell, he just gets, like, really, like, just a mad face, or kind of like, I'm gonna not talk to you for a while.
Right, we'll leave you alone for a while. All right, what's your favorite restaurant? Obviously, you like to eat, so I got a feeling.
Oh, I love food. Well, there's this place back home called Angus McGurdy's. It's like this burger place.
Okay.
Oh my God, I don't even like. They're huge. I haven't had that in like since this summer, and not gonna lie, I want to have some again. But I won't this Christmas break because my dad lives in Colorado, so I'll be going to see him. So I'm just like,
somebody's gonna have to ship one out somewhere.
Yeah, I'm like that. It's probably one of the best burger places I've ever been to, and that's. Yeah. I miss going there.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. If you were not wrestling, and then obviously you also throw, shot put and weight throw and all that in track, but beyond those two sports, what other sport would you like to play?
That'd be tough. I would probably like to play football again because I really enjoyed it. My thing that I didn't want to do in college was I got hurt a lot. Like I had like those little nagging injuries, but they ended up turning worse.
Right.
I got a lot of shoulder injuries from football. I had my first. I actually dislocated my hip, and I walked on it for like a week because I didn't know it dislocated because I just thought it hurt. I was sore.
Sure.
So I just got way too many injuries in football, and I was kind of just like tired of it. And I played it from when I was 8 years old. So I mean, that's why I can see when people get burned out from wrestling. Yeah. Like it's just like I got burned out from football. Like I wanted to play it, but I knew if I did it in college, I wouldn't enjoy it as much.
Yeah. Especially if you're getting hurt.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha. What some advice did you give a junior high school kid that wants to wrestle in college?
Extra workouts, definitely. Like if you're not working out extra, you're just screwing yourself. Definitely working out extra. Actually trying your classes because that's one thing. That's another reason. I had a redshirt my first year because I didn't try in high school. Because I feel like my teachers kind of let me go by because I did 3 sports in high school and like, oh, they want you to go. Yeah. So I was smart. I just didn't try. Yeah. Like I passed classes with C's, so I recommend trying, getting good grades. Even if you don't go to the big Division I schools, you don't need to because these small schools. Not gonna lie, I feel like I would have freaked out if I went to a huge school. Yeah. I would. Because like when I first came here, I was freaking out. There's only like 1,000 kids here.
Right. And there's only about 20 in the class.
Yeah, my high school is bigger than here, but I was like freaking out. And I was like, oh man, like. But I like the whole like small school. Like you actually know people. It's not like you're going to classes. You're not like I've never seen any of these kids. You go to classes, like oh cool, I know who you are.
Exactly.
That's nice.
Very cool. All right. Obviously a bit of a world traveler with being in California. Dad lives in Colorado. You're in Iowa. What's the one place you'd most like to visit?
Well, I've been to Germany. That's my mom was born and raised there. Cool. She actually is there right now. That's where she lives. Okay. So, I would have to say I'd really want to go to Russia just because, I don't know, it's Russia. Like, who wouldn't want to go to Russia? It's like there's
St. Petersburg and all that.
Yeah, I just want to go just to because some of my favorite powerlifters of all time are from Russia. Yeah. And I've seen some of the gyms they work out in. I'm just like, ooh, very cool. I could go there.
There you go. All right, when you have spare time, obviously a very busy guy, but when you have spare time, what do you like to do?
Powerlifting.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
that's
what I did all summer. Yeah, I went to a gym called the Gym Barbell Club. Okay. And that was like my first powerlifting gym. And I went there, and then I found one in Ottumwa that Brandon Blanchard told me about. He was a former wrestler. Yep. He told me about it, so he took me there for the first time. Okay. And I went there, and that's a great gym. Yeah. Like powerlifting gyms are just like, they're exactly like our gym. Like the atmosphere is like really like intense. So it's like, that's what I missed.
Yeah.
Because in the gym down there, it's not the same atmosphere. So when you go to that one, it's like intense. You're ready to lift.
Yeah, definitely. So. All right. What has been your biggest challenge so far? Wrestling, life, whatever.
I think I have two. I had my knee injury. To be honest, I never thought I was gonna get hurt because I get like these little nick and knacks. Like this year, I blew my eye open because I was wrestling. We were warming up, and me and Jeremy Walters just smacked heads, and they just split my tire open.
Yeah,
trying to get that stitched up. But my first year, when I hurt my knee, like I've actually like never like felt like kind of scared because like none of my family members were here, so I was like freaking out because I couldn't even walk. So I was trying to walk to the trainer room, and I was like limping and falling. So that was pretty scary. And then the fact that probably like leaving home. Yeah. Because I lived in California my entire life, and I left. And the thing was, after I left, all my other family left. Right. Like my mom went to Germany, my sister moved to San Diego, my brother moved to Idaho, and then my dad moved to Colorado. So like, literally the only person that lives there now is my grandma. Right. So,
well, grandma's got to bring the burgers out then.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm gonna go visit her and get some.
Right. All right. What's the most played song or artist maybe on your iPod, in your car, whatever?
Ooh. Dang, I gotta think. I listen to a lot of country music.
Okay, sure.
It would probably have to be. Oh man, I know the song. I just can't think of the artist.
Okay, you say the song then.
It's called "Life's a Dance."
Okay.
I think it's by Lee Montgomery.
Is it an old song?
It's old, yeah.
John Michael Montgomery.
Thank you.
Yep.
I knew it was.
I was like, that sounded, unless there's a new song called that too.
I don't know why I said, yeah, because I love that song. It's a great song.
Very cool. All right, 3-part question. What's your favorite time of day? What's your favorite day of the week and favorite month of the year?
Favorite time of the day? Probably right after practice, because I go eat, and after I eat, I go to my room, and I usually pass out.
Right.
Favorite time of the month?
Or favorite time of the day? Or no, sorry. Favorite time of the day, then day of the week.
Day of the week? Probably Mondays, because we squat on Monday, and I love squatting, so that's my favorite time of the day.
I was going to say, Mondays, that's a weird answer.
Everyone hates Monday, but like Mondays, that's the one day I could squat.
There you go.
So.
Cool. And then favorite month of the year?
Favorite month of the year? Probably August.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like, we're ending summer. It's like we're ending like a fun summer, and we're going back to school and gonna hang out with all our old friends again. Yeah. So very cool. It's like a good transition. Yeah. You're home for 2 weeks and you go back to school.
Right. Awesome. All right. If you could learn to do anything that you can't currently do, what would it be?
Yoga, because I'm very flexible, and I wanted to try to do yoga, but I'm kind of like nervous because I feel like being a dude and trying to do yoga would be kind of awkward. Yeah. But I have a couple kids on my wrestling team, and they do it, and they said, "Oh, dude, this helps a lot with flexibility." Yeah, I'm extremely inflexible. Yeah. So I'd definitely try yoga just to actually try it.
Okay. Who in your life has been the most influential?
Dang, that's a tough question. I might say my mom, just for the fact that when her family needed her to like move back to take care of my grandma, like she did it. Mm-hmm. Like she didn't like, but the thing was she waited until like after I graduated high school, right, and waited for my sister to be in have her own place. Waited for my brother to move up to Idaho. Like she waited for all of us, to like kind of have our lives started so she could go start something else. Cool. So that was pretty, and because for the fact her and my dad took me to about everything in high school. Yeah. If I had a wrestling tournament, they took me. If I had track meet, they took me. If I had a football game on the weekend, or if I had like lineman competitions, they took me. My parents took me everywhere.
Yeah. Very cool. Do you have any pets?
Yeah, I have technically 4 dogs.
Okay.
I have a Saint Bernard. Her name's Maya. Okay. I think she's a lap dog. She's not. She's
way too big. Way too big to be a lap dog. Sure.
I have 3 labs. 3 dogs that Maya lives in Colorado with my dad. Phoebe, she's a lab, and then Luna, we just got her over the summer. Okay. And then we have Sugar. She lives with my grandma, but I had her all growing up. Right. My dad didn't want to like transition her from California to Colorado because he thought because she was her old dog, and he didn't want her to freak out. So she stayed in California with my grandma.
Cool. All right. Last but not least, if money were no object and you couldn't be a professional athlete, assuming you want to be one, maybe, what would your dream job be?
SWAT. I want to do SWAT.
Okay.
That's like my goal.
Yeah.
Because I want to be a cop, but joining SWAT is extremely difficult.
Yeah. Very intense.
They have a rigorous training.
Yeah.
Like they have to do. So I'm kind of like, I want to continue like having a reason to work out.
Yeah.
And I feel like after wrestling season, like after I'm done with college, like I'm not gonna. I don't want to be lazy and like get fat like everyone else is. Like I'm already a big dude. I don't need to get fatter. So
right.
I'm trying to like be forced to do something.
Right. Very cool. All right. Well, thanks, Matt, for coming in for a few minutes, giving us an opportunity to know a little bit more about you. So, again, one last plug. Matt and the guys are going to be over in Indianola at the Simpson Invite on Saturday. So, check them out. Otherwise, one more home dual meet, unfortunately. Hopefully you get to wrestle that time. Hopefully, bring somebody to wrestle.
I'm not trying to just stand there and get all hyped up.
Right, exactly. And then the rest of January and February will be very busy as well. So best of luck as the season progresses.
All right, thanks.
Mm-hmm.